Commander, Admiral Hackett is available in the war room on VidCom.
The war room?
Primarch seems like a good guy. He'll get his people moving in the right direction.
He's a good guy with his homeworld on fire. All he committed to is this war summit. A war summit we have to host since the Solarians won't even let a Krogan onto one of their ships.
Should be the other way around. Solarians don't get to choose. Is this the war room? No? Is this table just for looks? Where is the war room actually? Oh, you mean like back over here, right? Where we usually are when we finish a mission? Hey, Primarch. Yes.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir, but the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
Oh dear.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
That's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Holy crap, it better work. It really better work.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The hour appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Should we be making multiple then? You know, just in case? Because there's so many Reapers and we only have one Crucible even if we do build it.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the elusive man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
It's really, like, I mean, all the different species are already fractured and separated, but even among humans, we're doing this infighting between the Alliance and Cerberus. It's really stupid.
The elusive man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the elusive man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
We don't know, like, we don't have a plan against the Reapers besides with a weapon. If the elusive man wants to do that without interfering with what the Alliance is doing, why don't we let him? Okay, I know, because if we let him and he succeeds, he's gonna end up ruling over the galaxy. But that still seems like a better solution than letting us be destroyed by the Reapers, you know? Dealing with the short term first, the immediate Reaper threat.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hackett out.
Oh dear, oh dear. I'm guessing that quantum entanglement thingy that we had on the Cerberus version of the ship, which used to be like tied to this table here, we moved it to that room and that's what that is. Okay. Well, we've got a lot cut up for us. What should we do now? Surkesh? We need to find the Krogans. Is Surkesh a Krogan location? Grissom Academy investigation. Okay, priority is the main stuff. Citadel. Dr. Bryson. Contact him in his lab on the Citadel. Banner of the 1st Regiment. A Turian artifact was recovered from Castellus in the Apian Crest. Find someone on the Citadel who can use it. A new Metagel formula has been recovered from Sanctum. Find someone on the Citadel who can use it. Oh, I should have just gone back and bought it then. Could have saved 100 credits. Dang it. Okay, I feel like we have a lot to do in the Citadel. Why don't we go back? Goodbye. Hopefully you guys fare a little bit better. We can't even go to Palaven here. Like, I don't even know where it is. By the way, I don't think... Like, I think some of these places actually do have assets, because before you scan it, it doesn't say anything here, but after you do scan it, that's when it shows up. A little bit. But maybe not in this one, because... Yeah, I'm trying hard and no Reapers are coming. I think there might have been more in the other one, though, because it just seems so weird that they would have a system with nothing in it. Let me try again. Yeah. No. So the oh! Oh, shiz! Ah! 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 Okay, there's a little asteroid here. The Reapers sent a substantial force to Gemmae's system, but found the Turians were capable and prepared to defend their armada's fuel source. Warning messages say the Reapers are still present in the system, awaiting reinforcements. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. At present, the Turians can still refuel, but only because they committed forces here that could otherwise have defended Palaven. Really? There's nothing here? That's it? Ah, my god! Whatever, they're already right here. Oh my god!
Evasion successful.
Oh! Yeah, because it says 40% assets recovered. And we haven't recovered. So like, either Trebia or Gemmae seems to have something. Unless if there's another system here that I'm not seeing. But I can't think about it now because, yeah, especially because Reapers come over here, so that makes me think there probably was some kind of an asset lying around. Reapers don't come to this one though because they are already on Palaven and they don't want to not let you go to Palaven probably. Yeah, there's really... Gemmae probably had something. Okay. Meet with diplomats. What's this one? Annos Basin? Rescue the students. Oh, there's no Reapers here. What? Okay, before we go back to the Citadel, let's go to that one system where I didn't finish it off, the Asgard one, because then we can go to the Citadel and have that count as a mission, right? Because even in a war like this, we're so desperate for those random resources. Those assets. Gotta have them. Oh, but I don't have fuel here. Is that okay? I don't have that much. Oh, I feel like we're not gonna have enough coming back. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Terra Nova. Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of the Alliance surveys, and the first beyond the Charon Relay. The Reapers landed on Terra Nova after a brief battle with the Alliance's 6th Fleet, Aware that it would lose, the fleet retreated in hopes of meeting with allies and retaking the planet. Intelligence indicates that the Reaper force here is light, and debate rages over whether to try to liberate the planet, or if such an effort would prove futile if the Reapers sent reinforcements. Maybe the reason this whole invasion is taking a while is because the galaxy is big. Like, that's pretty much it, right? Otherwise, if everyone's congregated in like one little place, they would have gotten everybody already. Alliance Cruiser Shanghai. Loki. Small world with little to recommend. Any organics hidden here remain in peril as Loki's atmosphere is inhospitable and Reaper scanning technology is efficient. It's slightly faster if I don't scan the whole time. I might just end up plugging in a controller for this part or something. The keyboard and mouse is so not good here. Okay, we need one more. Please, Reapers, don't come. Dude! They let me scan like one time. It seems like if I walk over the asset, sometimes it makes a sound. Is that the sound I'm looking for? It is. Okay. Fuel, thank you. Now I can get out of the system!
Reapers eluded.
100% assets recovered, good. Woo! Whoa, these like mini games are so intense now. I don't know if I like it. Gosh, damn, there's so many Reapers everywhere. I still don't know what happens if you run out of fuel though. Maybe we'll just get warped back to the next nearest system or something? Citadel. Aria to Loke, that is a DLC thing, right? Omega? I think I might put that one off for now. Actually, why is she in the Citadel? The Omega is not around here. Why is Aria here? Oh. Let me go see Ashley first.
Normandy, we are transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am, requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
Ashley.
Yes, I know your stock of modified metagel is
Thane.
low, but no, you don't understand. This isn't for... Listen, I am a surgeon at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. We have several alien patients here at this time, and we need... No, regular metagel won't work. We need the modified version for better absorption rates. Don't you dare hang up on me. This is a medical emergency. We can't wait forever on this.
Commander Shepard to refer to
Don't worry, I got you, Doc.
I found this metagel formula. Figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
Was that supposed to be for Hanar and Drell? Speaking of Drell... Hey!
Siha, I heard Earth was under attack. I didn't know you'd made it out.
Thane, it's been too long. I was beginning to think I'd never see you again.
Oh.
I sent a few messages while you were incarcerated, but I suspect they never got past the guards. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend who got hurt protecting me, Ashley.
The dark-haired human woman in intensive care. She will be starting physical therapy with my class soon.
Oh.
That's her.
If she means something to you, then I will help how I can. As long as she is here, consider her under my protection.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous.
Oh.
I have only a few loves left, and you are my last.
Oh.
Well, I see you want to make up for lost time. I should warn you that you may not want your final memories of me to be in this hospital. Keprel syndrome is not kind.
Whoa. It's really nice to see Thane again. It must have been really hard for him in the past 6 months. Like, I can't even imagine us being apart and then the war breaking out and his condition getting worse. Meeting a team member we hadn't seen for a long time in the hospital. Not exactly the best situation we want to be finding somebody under.
Are you in a lot of pain?
At times. The oxygen transfer proteins don't form correctly. Your human equivalent would be hemoglobin. As a result, my blood is low in oxygen. No matter how much I breathe in, I get tingling, numbness, and that is the best of it. As for my brain, I cannot track the damage. I just experience dizziness from time to time.
Oh no. It doesn't sound like he's in fighting shape at all. Is this a little bit insensitive to ask?
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's freeing to find no requirements placed on me. No responsibilities. No fears. It is a good end to a life.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
I hate to say it, but I think it's true. Like, he would be more of a liability right now, and I don't even know. It's a very strange, odd feeling. Knowing that someone you care about is due to expire. Like, I'm trying to think about the parallels between me and Liara and then Shepard and Thane again. Liara watched me die, but it was instantaneous and we had no warning. But here, I get ample warning. Is that any better? I don't think so.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
Paperwork.
I'm at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
I don't think this is even the right situation to be thinking about stuff like this, man. Is this it, though? Like, can we just come visit you once in a while?
I wish the best for you, Thane.
I think of us often, Siha, but we always knew it would come to an end. Live well in the time you have. Perhaps we will see each other again.
The Alliance military has abandoned.
It kind of feels like we're tapering off on purpose because we know that our time is going to come to an end. It kind of makes me wonder if later on, when it does happen, if Shepard were in the position where she could give Thane's body to an evil organization who could revive him, would she? I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm thinking about Liara right now, too, in the back of my mind, but Thane, I mean, I would have loved to get... I think I like Liara more, but Thane is someone that I would like to get to know, but I don't know if we have that kind of time to really get to know him more anymore. With the war and all that. Well, Thane, be well, be well. I'll come visit you again. Just rest for now. We're in a hospital, man. He needs rest.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Very important. There are a lot of immunocompromised patients here.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
For who? Who needs aquatic environments? I don't even know.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
I found it a little bit funny earlier that when we gave the Metagel formula to Dr. Raven, she was saying we need the alien medical formula when the humans are actually the latest species to be added to the Citadel repertoire of species, right? So actually, we're the aliens.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Purgatory.
Do you have any information on Purgatory?
The term purgatory is
No.
present in many civilizations with varying associated uses and meanings.
No, the bar called Purgatory.
The Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board has no establishment by that name on its list of approved nightlife entertainment facilities.
Oh. It's not approved, but it's somewhere around.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Okay.
The Council called the invaders
Be well, Thane.
the same term once used by
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the VI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I'm supporting...
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the VI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
Having a VI drive your body isn't life. Are Reaper husks alive?
You did not just say that.
But it's the same thing, isn't it? He walks and makes noises just like they do.
Fine. I guess I'm just surrounded by zombies.
Thanks. Took her long enough to get the hint.
Okay. I wasn't really sure what this debate was about, like whether someone is actually alive, even if their body is alive, but their mind is not really there, I guess was what that was about. It just felt like the person was bothering the receptionist from doing her job though, so I didn't want to have that drag on. Metagel capacity increased by 1, yes please.
Thank you for coming to Huerta.
Again.
How can we help you?
Sure. Flowers, a large
is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Okay, I got you. Can you just let me shop in peace? Flowers, a large and fragrant bouquet of flowers grown in the Citadel's hydroponic gardens. Okay. Candy assortment. Deluxe selection of chocolates, hard candies, and caramels. Shut up, dude! Warning, these sweets are suitable only for levo amino acid-based life forms. Levo amino acid-based life forms? That word just came up earlier, right?
Huerta is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Books? Well, I guess these are all cheap enough anyway, right? Can I just buy them all?
Profits from sales go to help new medical research.
Sure, it helps medical research anyway, so I guess that's a good thing. These are all just like novels, right?
Non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Why do you keep droning that on and on? Like, I'm already shopping here. Jeez. Oh my god. What about that one person in the back here? They're gone.
Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of council races.
Dr. Mitchell.
Suggest he has also.
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
How is Ashley doing?
Stable. There's no evidence of cognitive impairment from the concussion, but multiple shoulder fractures are still on the mend. Bed rest under observation is all that's needed now. I'm sure a visit would be welcomed.
This war has left a lot of injured people homeless. How's your center handling the extra load?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
Have we seen this part before?
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
Metajoule prices might skyrocket.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time
Right. Okay,
and over
I remember
50
this one.
support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
There's not even active war going on in the Citadel too, so when that happens, which it very likely will, it's not gonna be good. Maybe we can read those books back in the cabin. It feels like the hospital is so noisy, even though they were saying, you know, don't disturb the patients, but there's the radio playing.
I'm trying to place a call to Grissom Academy. They have biotic amp interfaces I may be able to adapt for Asari use. No, it won't connect. It says the station's communication system is offline. Of course, if these interfaces make our commandos better on the field, I'll hold for as long as you need.
Did you just say Grissom Academy? Biotic amp interfaces, and Asari is looking for improved biotic amp interfaces for their commandos. Okay. Alright. Yo, this guy's still on the ground here. No one's helping him, especially this lady. She's like, whatever.
Listen to me, those prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers.
Biotic upgrades? Anything I can help with?
I know the Ismar frontier isn't safe. Yes. All I can say is that unless we get those prototypes back, this project accomplishes nothing. Thank you very much for your time. I'll call you if anything develops.
It looks like in Mass Effect 3, we have to listen to a lot of random conversations, and then without people even asking me, we're gonna be like, hey, are you looking for this?
Replace my leg, right?
Yes, but clone tissue replacement takes months. You'll need a prosthetic.
Oh no.
I highly recommend talking to our resident psychiatrist before the operation.
Right, this is the person who lost their leg. Nope. Ash, you doing alright? She is awake.
I'd like an answer, Lieutenant Commander. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
I still need time. You'll have my answer soon, I promise.
I look forward to it. Shepard?
Udina? I got your email. Made your decision yet?
On becoming a Spectre? Not yet. It's an honor and all. But I don't know. I need to think about it some more.
It's a big decision. Smart to give it some thought. Here, I picked this up for you. Figured you had some downtime.
Thanks. That's sweet.
The box.
I've been climbing the walls.
How are you doing?
Good, considering. The nurse said you checked in on me earlier. Still out cold, I guess.
We didn't have time to talk. I thought maybe if you were up for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure you wanted to. You were pretty clear on Mars about where things stood.
What do you mean?
You're not a part of Cerberus anymore. Case closed. Full stop.
It's the truth.
Okay. You cut all ties. I accept that. It's just that if you're giving the orders, I need to be able to count on you.
Yeah, okay. Damn, Ash, your face looks so banged up, but what you're wearing doesn't look like a patient outfit though. Like, it seems a little bit too tight.
That works both ways. It's a damn mess out there. All we've got is the people around us. We have to trust each other or this doesn't work. Deal?
Deal.
When you're back on your feet, we'll talk some more.
Shepard, wait. There's one more thing. I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
What is it?
I have family back on Earth. I haven't heard from them. It's making me crazy. But I know you're busy, Shepard. We can talk later.
I've got time to talk.
Ooh.
Who's back on Earth?
Mom plus my 3 sisters. The youngest, Sarah, was away on her honeymoon. Married a military man, Thomas. He got called back in and she was stuck alone. She called me. It's been pretty tough.
I imagine.
I was always there to protect them growing up. Even when I was off on tour, they knew they could talk to me. I told her to come to the Citadel. We could wait for news together.
Well, they wouldn't want to stay on Earth anyway. Was that the one sister who beat up her boyfriend in high school?
Have you heard anything about Earth?
We have reports coming all the time on what's going on. Half are wild speculation, and half are probably too optimistic to be true.
We have to believe that we can do something.
When I thought you were dead, I lost hope. I'm telling you. But when you came back, I was ready to believe anything. I mean, maybe this problem can't be solved by some grunt shooting the boogeyman in the face. But if you think it might help, I'm game.
That sounds more like the Ash I know. I didn't hear from you while I was a guest of the Alliance.
I couldn't face you, even when Anderson requested my presence. It was difficult.
It's okay, we're both professionals. We have more important things to worry about.
You're right. I'm just restless laying here doing nothing.
You're not help right now. Just go to your physical therapy classes with Thane. You haven't met him yet.
We can't afford to be at each other's throats. If we plan on getting through this, we need to trust each other.
I was trying to keep the family stuff to myself, to be professional. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together.
There's a war on. People are counting on us.
I get it. But it's still hard to put it all aside.
So what's all this Lieutenant Commander business?
Seems like the old Williams curse is losing its grip. Was sure I'd top out at gunnery, Chief.
You've worked hard. You deserve it.
I thought so too. Until Eden Prime. Losing 212 was... well, you know.
It was the Reapers, Ash. You did the best you could, and survived to help us.
Just losing everyone under my command, it's tough to face. I'll never forget any of them.
Right now, we need you back on your feet.
I'll be back. And first order of business is to shove their metal tentacles right up there. I'll fight with honor and courage, ma'am.
Roger that, Elsie.
You don't need to be like that with me, Ash. But yeah, I know exactly what that's like, losing everyone under my command. That's right, Ashley's family. Her grandfather was blamed for the First Contact War, right? So, in a way, if she became a Spectre, that would mean a lot for her family too. Of course, right now we do have more to worry about, and I'm guessing a lot, like during war times, probably a lot of people get promotions, because a lot of people die.
I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
Will do, Commander. Hey, Commander.
Oh, sorry.
Just checking in.
Anytime.
Do you want a new book? I have like 20 of them.
I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
Will do, Commander.
Could I not have like given her the flowers or the chocolates? Well, maybe chocolates might not be good for her. So no. Okay. Alright then. Everyone here busy doing their busy things? Okay. Okay, let's continue on to the rest of the Citadel then.
Assign intelligence
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. Areas tagged of interest to
Presidium
you are
Commons. We have
highlighted
so
on
many
your
places
helmet,
now.
please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Look, it's the old CSEC uniform.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic. Dave and Graham go to the pistol range. Oh, and Orion's always buying mods for his shotgun.
The one he's never even fired? I love our friends, but we are not combat material.
I can't sit around watching what's happening to Earth anymore.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic. Dave and...
You two could save lives by helping doctors in the refugee camps.
Thanks? Who was that?
Yeah, I know, right?
First human Spectre?
Wow, Commander Shepard?
Yeah, and it's good advice. Let's sign up as Med-10 volunteers. How's that sound?
Much better than shooting myself in the foot with a rifle.
If you can't fight, don't force yourself. Find something you're talented in.
Overcharging for goods, denying refugees basic services. It seems the Reapers took our culture when they took our world. The Book of Plenix demands charity and forgiveness of debts in times of war. Of course, the Book of Plenix was lost on our home world, and now our people have lost their way.
There's a lot of these quests around here, huh? Like these fetch quests.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Concentration mod, SMG magazine upgrade, blood dragon armor. Okay, not again.
We believe that a
Koi fish
is a strong heart.
Koi fish. SMG recoil system. I don't even.
Kanala Exports is pleased
I do have an
to offer goods
SMG
for
actually.
security
Maybe that'll be
and peace
okay.
of mind.
The SMG is my fake sniper rifle, right?
We appreciate your visit.
Yay, we can begin our fish collection again. Barlavon!
Selling now would be unwise. I'm aware of what's happening. Offload them into the Motan cluster. And then I'd advise traveling someplace safer. I wouldn't go to the settled worlds. Larger colonies appear to be priority targets. If you're coming to the Citadel, do it soon.
Is he on the phone or something?
Certainly. Look me up. Business will keep me here for some time.
Oh, we haven't seen him for so long, since 1. I thought we'd have a bigger conversation.
Don't count on the Batarians. Karshon is lost. The Alliance is spearheading this war. I agree it's quite impressive, but I wouldn't venture into the Sol system.
Maybe he's like offering advice to people asking him.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
SMGs, guns. I don't know which one's good though, especially because you don't give me the stats.
Elkos Combine. If it exists, we carry it.
Aquarium VI. With so many exotic species of fish available in today's galactic market, it takes an expert to maintain an ideal aquarium. This VI automatically dispenses food, adjusts the temperature, pH, and algae content of the water, and even talks to the fish when you're not around, leaving you free to enjoy your aquatic friends without fear of killing them. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me.
Any opened goods can only be returned for store credit.
Is this really just gonna keep talking the whole time whenever I'm in a store? It's kind of annoying.
Don't be left out in the cold. Ask about our full-service warranties.
Ultra-light pistol materials. Reduce weapon weight by 30%.
If it exists, we carry it.
How does that work? I put it onto a gun? Is this a weapon mod?
Elkos Combine.
Buy one just in case?
If it exists, we carry it.
Making a heavy gun lighter would be really good. But if it's for pistol only, pistols are already kind of light. I guess we'll see.
Thank you. Come again.
The most expensive thing we've bought so far is that Aquarium VI. Yeah, it does say pistol on it, so maybe that's not that great. Rapid transit.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Presidium Commons. You are on the main promenade of the shopping galleria. Here you will find establishments offering specialized goods and services. For assistance or for information about our special promotion, talk to me or contact the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
What's this promotion you mentioned?
Producer Jean-Marie Aronisius is donating a portion of all proceeds from her new Blasto movie to the Citadel's Military Defense Fund.
Oh.
Audio excerpts of Blasto 6, Partners in Crime, are now available for your listening pleasure right here on the Presidium.
Where?
We're gonna check this out.
To listen to excerpts, simply go to the Features hallway and find the Blasto 6, Partners in Crime publicity panel.
You still gotta chill out even though there's a war going on.
This place feels familiar. The sounds, the smells. It's like being back on Earth.
The current decoration budget was approved by Ambassador Asoba, the human representative for Earth on the Citadel. Each species granted ambassadorial rights on the Citadel can apply for a slot on the decoration schedule to change the promenade and parks below. The only condition is that the proposed environmental features not be toxic to species living on the Citadel.
What else is in the area?
The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel. Recently, new biometric systems have been added to assess the specific needs of your species.
Biometric systems. Sounds more like a security measure.
These simple and confidential systems are in place for the safety of all visitors to the Presidium. We respect your privacy, Commander Shepard. To opt out, please visit the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Sure.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics.
Okay, this part is the same.
Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed, and if you wish to contact your species for medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital.
No one seems to know where the purgatory is, but we could go there with the elevator.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
And when I say no one, I really just mean Avina.
I think I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he deployed, and if I pretend to be happy over the vids...
It's not fair to him or to you. With all the craziness of a war going on,
Mistress,
you deserve to be happy.
And I'm not. I have to be honest with him.
Then you need to tell him.
Good luck with that. The war really puts a perspective on everything. Just makes you rethink everything in your life.
If we switch from financial VIs to military gear, we'll lose millions.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Paladin?
That's what your army is for. Nothing's going to reach the Citadel.
We need to start manufacturing military tech. Nobody will need banking software if these Reapers win.
The market for military goods barely carries a profit. Who do you propose as our buyer?
The Council, the Empire, maybe the Alliance. Even if we don't make much now, they'll remember us when the war's over.
If we switch from financial VIs to military gear, we'll lose millions.
I've seen Paladin burning. Those fires aren't going out anytime soon. If you can help.
Look, Cyrus, you want to sell your shares of WAP, fine, but I'm not selling financial VIs while my homeworld burns.
Okay, let me think. We could repurpose the VIs for upgraded targeting solutions.
Right. We'd be able to use most of the hardware. The financial VI has more processing power than we need.
No, that works. We'll rig the VI and it translates for all standard weapons. Refit weapons without having to overhaul your targeting computer. Rapid response flexibility. We'll make a fortune.
A small fortune. We're selling these at cost plus 3%.
Fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you make it sound like it's such a difficult position, but military stuff is gonna be a huge deal right now because, like earlier, we just mentioned war profiteering. But that guy really wants to help his homeworld. Cost plus 3%, entirely reasonable.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Oh dear.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears
Oh my god. Wait. I didn't think you would be here. I might not be ready for this. Hi Liara.
Still working?
One call leads to another, and here I was hoping I'd have time to enjoy the view. The last time I saw the Presidium, Remember how it was all rubble after Sovereign attacked?
I barely got to see the Presidium before half of it got crushed.
And by the time they repaired it, it was time for the next invasion. Citadel hasn't seen the reality of this war yet. We should stock up on necessities while we can.
Such as?
EZO, heavy arms, mercenary groups.
Is she okay? Are you okay? I mean, I think it's good thinking, but maybe you should relax too.
We'll get the people. Take a moment for yourself now and then.
I know. But there's always just one more task or meeting. Speaking of which, talk to the Volus, Barlavon. He'll point you to some mercenaries willing to join us.
I did talk to him earlier, but it didn't seem like he had anything worthwhile to say. Guess I'll go check with him later on.
Hello, Shepard. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you. Things seem to be okay for now.